This is the Raising Karter podcast. I am your host, Ramon Weatherall Sr. And dads, how do you help your son understand that loving themselves is most important? How do you do that? How do you instill that into your son, that loving themselves over anybody else is important? It's number one. It's number one. And I'm making this video and doing this episode, this podcast, because of a video that I seen that more of us need to talk about. And I'm gonna play the video, and then for the audio people, I'm gonna describe it because there's no words. There's no audio besides music. Here we go.
I miss you. I've been heartbroken lately, I just been depressed. Looking at my messages. Heartbroken lately, I just been depressed. Looking at my messages. Looking at my.
So for all my audio people that are listening, the video is a video of a guy taking a girl to a baseball game, and they had like the kissing camera, and I hate those things, but the kissing camera is going around and it comes to them, and she's with the guy that took her to the game, but she doesn't want to kiss him. She doesn't want to kiss him. So she turns around and points to the guy behind her, who she obviously saw when she came in. It was like, oh, he's attractive. You know what I mean? Because women are only attracted to 20% of the men that they see. So the guy she was with is in the friend zone, deep in the friend zone, and the guy behind her, she was feeling, so she kisses him right in front of the guy who obviously likes you. He's not your brother. He's not your cousin. He's probably some guy who works with you and likes you, or been knowing you his whole life and he likes you. And you kiss somebody you don't even know over him. That's what this episode is all about, fellas, dads. How do we help our sons understand that loving yourself is most important? Yeah, it's corny. The person out there, the right person out there is out there for you. They are. She isn't. And you have to be able to decipher that. She doesn't deserve to go to the game with you. You could have took your little sister, your little brother, anybody who would have been a better person than that. But a lot of times we're not equipped with the wisdom to know and to understand that just because you like somebody, that don't mean they feel the same way, and be able to decipher that and to be able to understand that and not take it so much to heart. Because now you're at the game looking like an ass. The dudes in the back, you seen them, they making fun of you. You know what I mean? Hell, when she sat down, she saw the guy behind her, was like, oh, he's cute. Why put yourself in that position? Why put yourself in that position? It's because you put yourself in that position is because you don't know when to let it go. Okay, it's cool to like somebody, to really like somebody, but do they like you? Okay, they don't. Fine. You got to move on. There's no need to get embarrassed like that. There's no need. You don't have to get embarrassed like that. So, fathers, let's help our sons. You can't stop every bad thing that's going to happen to them, but we're dropping the ball. We're dropping the ball on both ends with the girls too, because how do you go? If that was my daughter and I seen her do something like that, I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Because that could go potentially wrong. That could really go wrong. Someone could get hurt behind that. And you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't go out with a guy that you don't like. You don't. You don't go to lunch with him. You don't go to dinner with him by yourself. You don't do that. You don't do that. And then to compound it, to show them even more that you don't like them, you kiss a stranger. So on both ends, dads, with your sons, letting them know, hey, you got to love yourself more than anybody else, and confidence can get you a long way. Not conceitedness, believing in yourself. And for your daughters, you don't go out with guys you don't like. You don't go anywhere with them. You know, I don't feel that same way about you. I can tell that you like me. And just because nobody else is asking me out on dates, I'll go out with you. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. That's not how you get down. You know, but obviously she doesn't know that. She don't know that. And this situation could have got bad. You know, it could have you if you do that to the wrong guy, somebody gonna get hurt. So fathers, let your sons know that no one else's happiness is more important than theirs, and to love yourself more than anybody else. And that is this episode of the Raising Karter podcast, the podcast that's for fathers with sons or young men who want to be fathers one day, or if your father isn't around and wasn't around and you just want to hear some wisdom, I'm the guy for you. I'm out. Peace. Love yourself more than anybody else.